Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse has been out for quite a bit now, and it was a hit when it came out in the movie theaters. Still is a great movie, and it is getting a sequel, but we're finally getting the Marvel Legends version of those characters from that movie. Hasbro attempted to do a 2-pack. It was kind of a quick rushed release because it was just repaints of previous comic-based figures, and they just put the Into the Spider-Verse logo onto it, and that was it. But now they actually had the time to release the proper variations of these characters that portray them as they are in the movie. So first up, we have Miles Morales. As you can see, this is part of the Stilt Man Build-A-Figure wave. Stilt Man has nothing to do with this movie at all. It's just a Build-A-Figure packed in here. So there's from the package. On the side, we get this very nice art of Miles Morales, and it's very reminiscent to the actual art from the film itself, which is cool. Backside does the same deal there with the art. I really dig the art on the back, and then we see the lineup of figures that are included to build our Stilt Man figure, or build a figure there. The read-up on the back says, a Brooklyn native and just 13 years old, Miles Morales is a Spider-Man unlike any we've ever seen before. So upon opening the box and taking the figure out, this figure is totally a new sculpt, 100%. And all you have to do is just look at the figure and you just start hearing the music in your head. Likeness is pretty spot on, although there is some quality control issues with my particular figure. Hopefully it's not a widespread issue and it's just mine. I'll definitely have to go hunt down another Miles Morales because it bothers me a little bit much. Before we really get into it, check out the link down below in the description where you guys can order yourself a set of this wave from BigBadToyStore.com if you are interested. So here is our close shot at the new face sculpt, and they captured the animated look so well. They did such a great job bringing this animation to a action figure form, and it looks great. Now here, as you can probably already see, his forehead has a black line right there in the middle of his forehead, and I got a black spot on his left cheek there. That's part of the quality control issues that I was referring to. Hopefully that's not widespread, and it's just my figure, but that kind of looks weird. I don't know. Just a black line on his forehead there. But if you ignore that, just take a look at the new sculpt for the hair and the face sculpt and the likeness. It's 100%. It looks really well done. So I really appreciate the hard work that went into that. That definitely looks like the Miles Morales from the movie. So I'm happy about that. Also did notice that although the jacket is not removable, the inside part, or the body chest area part of the jacket, is in 2 separate pieces. As you see, it looks weird when you spread apart the jacket, but I like that they went ahead and gave it a separate piece there. That could have just been one mold, and they could have been done with that, but no, they made that a separate piece. That's where the hoodie is, and I think it looks better that way. There you can also see the logo on his torso. Looks good. And of course he's got the shorts on. And then obviously we can't have the actual Nike logo of the Jordan ones that he had on. So we just got some red and white shoes, which is okay. I didn't expect him to have the actual brand on there. So there's your close look at him. Let's take a look at the articulation of the figure. So the figure's head is on a ball jointed peg. The peg's attached to the head actually right there. So that pegs in. So that does allow for some pretty good range on the head. He looks up quite a bit. He looks down about that much there. The neck is not a separate piece. The head will go left and right, and we get pretty heavy head tilts there. We have arms that go forward all the way up and back down. They go in and out all the way up there. No bicep swivel. We only get a single jointed elbow, but it does bend farther than a 90-degree right there, so that's good. Swivel at the elbow, swivel at the wrist of the hinge. Of course, we're not going to get a super articulated Miles with this outfit, this look. This is the jacket and shorts look. I'm sure they'll release a Wave 2 with just the suit, the spider suit version of him. That's just a guess. There is an ab crunch. You can see the super slim body right there. And it's kind of a ball jointed waist right here, so that moves around almost like a diaphragm joint would. Goes forward and back. I like that. And the legs are going to kick forward. about this far and go back down to go in and out. I actually do get thigh swivels even though you don't see a cut there. It's inside the shorts, so the whole leg does swivel there. Double jointed knees. Going down to the ankle, we get the hinge, and then there's the rocker at the foot right there. We also do get a masked version, alternate head, that you can swap on the figure. So that's cool. That comes included in the pack, of course. We get a right hand that is a spider web slinging hand, and then we get a fist on the left there packed in, and then we can swap out to have 2 web slinging hands or 2 fists right there. And those are your accessories that he comes with. Of course, he does come with a Build-A-Figure piece right here for Stilt Man. And this just appears to be the armor that goes over Stilt Man's shoulder and over his head, or behind his head right there on the back side of the figure. So the only other Miles Morales figure I have in my collection is this Miles, and I believe this is from the Space Venom wave. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure I don't have to say that. Someone will if I am wrong. But I'll throw that in there. I think that's from that wave. Now this is actually the same body mold, the same figure that Hasbro used to release, or I guess re-release it as a Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse Miles Morales. That was that 2-pack with the Gwen Stacy that I didn't like so much. I got it and then I got rid of it because it just, to me, I wanted an accurate portrayal of the character like we're getting now. So I'm glad I got rid of it. I'm glad I was patient, and I'm glad Hasbro went ahead and gave us a accurate look to these characters from the movie. Now you can see here in terms of height, they're almost about the same height. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think that's fine. It doesn't look too bad. This figure is short and slim for a teenage body as it is already, so that looks fine to me. And then here's a look at him next to the retro vintage wave Spider-Man. And you can see how much taller this Spider-Man is next to this Miles Morales. And I would compare it next to Peter B. Parker and the Gwen Stacy and the Prowler and all those others from the Into the Spider-Verse, but I haven't gotten to them yet. This is actually my first review. Obviously, if you're following my channel, this is the first review from the wave, so as I go on with the wave, reviewing it, I'll be able to compare them next to each other, so stay tuned for those upcoming reviews. And I lied, I forgot I had this Miles Morales from the Venom Pool wave. I just recently got it, so that's why I didn't remember I had it. But technically it's a Miles Morales figure, so there you go. So to my head swappers out there, in case you wanted to know if you could fit this Miles head onto the comic Miles, it's not really going to happen because we got the peg attached to this. Now you could pull that off with some pliers, but that hole is way too small for this ball on this body. But I'm sure somebody can Dremel or slim it down or shave it down, however you want to call it, and make it fit. But it seems like a lot of work for that. I'd rather wait for the official release of a suited Miles Morales. So what this figure is not, it's not a super articulated Miles Morales Spider-Man figure. But what it is, it's a very good looking animated movie version of Miles Morales. I'll take it. I definitely wanted this figure to be made, and I'm happy that it was. As of right now, I'm probably going to display him with the mask on just because my figure comes with that line on his forehead and stuff like that just bugs me. But yeah, definitely take a look. If you see multiples side by side, make sure you pick out the best looking version. That said, guys, that concludes the review of the Into the Spider-Verse Stilt Man Build-A-Figure wave of Miles Morales. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, have a great day. Bye.
That's crispy.